What? Speaking of beautiful things, let's switch to fucking horrific, ugly shit. What?
Oh,
What? What? What did you think of that Oscar shit, man? I mean, in all honesty,
well, it's been crazy to see. It's weird when you have one of these moments that the entire world reacts to.
it's will be defined forever. Like that will
Yeah.
never be forgotten. It'll be in textbooks,
Can you
history
tell me what?
books.
Can you tell me what won Best Picture?
No idea.
No idea either. Nobody knows
Nobody
anything else
knows.
about
No,
it. It's
nobody
okay.
cared before, but now the only reason we're fucking listening is because you're slapping each other now.
So I tell you what, man. The thing that got me was pointed out by Jim Carrey later.
He
I didn't even
nailed it.
know.
Guy, didn't he? Jim went a
He
little
nailed it.
nuts years ago, but he nailed that, man.
Dude, when he said they gave a standing ovation during the Oscar acceptance speech from Will Smith, I was like, whoa, that's the ultimate example of the hypocrisy. Like, what? That's so fucked up.
Yeah.
It's just fucked up, man.
Jim nailed it. I'm so glad he had that platform. And
Yeah.
the chick interviewing him tried to downplay it. He's like, no,
No.
he fucking nailed it, man. That because you know why? I felt the same thing. I watched it and I'm watching him give this speech, this ridiculous speech where he doesn't apologize to Chris Rock. He apologizes to the entire world and the Academy, but not Chris Rock. The guy that dude slapping another professional black man on the biggest platform in the world. Chris is gonna do something. Yeah. But when they clapped from his speech, I was just like,
standing ovation.
It was disgusting. It was almost a little nauseating. You're like, oh, this is fucked up, man. Chris is a comedian. His job is to go up there, pick someone in the audience, and poke at him a bit. And that's exactly what, dude, it was such a light joke.
He laughed at it. Will Smith was laughing at it.
He laughed till he saw his wife.
Oh my God.
You know what I felt, dude? Did you know that wife put him on TV to talk about how she cheated on him?
Oh my God.
And I'm sure he had to sit there composed and pretend to be, oh, well, why did you cheat on me? Oh, you weren't happy? Oh, I'm sorry. It was pathetic, man.
He was the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And now look at him. That's what happens to you, man. That's what Hollywood does to you. That right there.
You're loved by everyone. You're the Fresh Prince. You get pretty good movies. Everybody likes Will Smith. You make it to the pinnacle. And you were there. You weren't even there, actually. You were almost at the pinnacle, and then you fell off the cliff. You fell off. Yeah.
Yep.
All because of a woman.
She's the one that's at the heart of it all, man.
She's beautiful, but she is a problem.
The only thing I can tell you, Chase, is I think the world has made a collective opinion. I think everybody agrees Will Smith fucked up big time. You know, and I think anybody who's taken, like, did you hear Michael Bisping? Michael Bisping's like, yeah, you can't be talking about a man's wife like that. No, yeah. And he apparently got thrashed in the comments. Oh, I'm sorry about what I said. Blah, 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 blah. You know, like,
it's just he's a dumb fighter, man. He's a fighter and he's a fucking idiot. Yeah.
The point is, the collective opinion that's going against Will Smith, I hope, is enough to show everybody that Hollywood is bullshit and you should never listen to them. Mm-hmm. Never. They're a bunch of fucking hypocrites, man. And maybe this represents the end.
All right. So here's the big question. What do you do? How do you punish it? Because the Academy is getting together and they're going to make a ruling.
I don't know. I just know it's going to be horrible. Whatever they come up with is going to be terrible.
They're saying, like, if you win the Oscar, you're supposed to present the award the next year. And they're like, we're not going to allow them to present. Like,
oh, what an insult.
the only way they save grace at all, to show that they have any background, they take it back. They're like, we are taking the Oscar back.
Can you imagine Will Smith giving up that?
No, it'd be fucking fun TV, though. It'd be fucking awesome. It would be
the greatest TV ever. We're taking it. It's like when they took OJ's Heisman.
You know what he'd do? He'd probably destroy it. Yeah, he'd probably just smash it or something like that. Yeah.
God, oh, my God.
Or sell it right before.
Look, the best thing that we can all do is laugh at it and just forget about it.
What does Chris do, though, man? Because he had a show last night.
He didn't, and he just kind of went over it. Yep. Past.
Yeah, I'm still processing what happened. I'm like, oh.
Let me tell you something I learned from Dean's favorite black man, Patrice O'Neal.
He wouldn't have slapped Patrice O'Neal, I'll tell you that.
No, fuck. Patrice is big, but dude,
Patrice would have fucking had him down on the ground, pounded him out.
One thing Patrice O'Neal showed me is that black people feel incredible, like, group pressure. Like you have obligations to the community that are just insane pressure. Like you can't say like I don't like Jesse Jackson. You can't say that. It's just it's not cool. It's not acceptable. You know, you couldn't say like, you know, oh, I didn't vote for Obama. It there as a community, there is intense pressure. And I think one of the things that is super, super, super essential to the Black community. Boy, I'm really gonna get in trouble. I'm lining myself up to get canceled right now.
That's okay. It's
Is
gonna happen anyway. Might as well happen sooner.
is you ever heard ride or die?
Of
You ever heard
course.
of that?
Of course.
Yeah. The idea that, you know, your family or your community, your people, you ride with them, you die with them. Okay. And that means you never betray each other. Never. Especially when everybody else is looking.
Okay. So what do? You betrayed your own boy.
I think, you know what I think? I think he's going to wait till it blows over and just maybe mention it 2 years from now or something like that.
Let me tell you something. If you're a scrawny little black guy like Chris Rock,
how tall is Chris Rock? What
5'9", 5'10". I mean, but how much? Yeah,
Definitely
he's what is he? 150? Ain't
he's
nothing
not
to
much.
him. There's nothing to the guy.
Yeah, he wasn't like Dave Chappelle. He didn't get on roids.
What you guarantee just looking at him, Chris Rock had to be funny growing up, or he was going to get his ass kicked.
That's probably exactly. I guarantee you,
right?
That's exactly what that.
But he's not a fighter. I mean, he's just, you look at, maybe I'm wrong. I highly doubt I'm wrong, but he's not. He's the funny guy. He's the guy you don't want to beat up. You want to have him around.
When Will Smith was coming up, he had his hands behind his back, smiling like a little kid who like
no.
Yeah, dude, watch the video. Chris Rock has his hands behind his back.
Oh, Chris Rock, yes.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Will Smith. No.
I'm saying that's the attitude he would have, you know, I got you, bitch, you know, and you know, like, yeah. That's why Dave Chappelle got on roids, man.
So what do you, okay, so we take what you say. You take the Black community, you have this unbelievable pressure to watch each other's backs. Yeah. Here you have fucking Will Smith slapping you across. A man disrespected you on the biggest stage of the world. What do you do? What do you do? Jim Carrey says sue him for $200 million.
Everybody's look. I mean,
would you press charges?
I think the coolest thing to do would have been a movie moment where you catch the slap, you know, and you're like,
Dean, what do you do right now if Chris Rock? What do you do?
I think you accept that you look the best out of this situation. You look better than everybody. Everybody's agrees that Chris Rock fucking took it like a fucking man. He showed restraint. He was the sane one. Will Smith was the crazy one. I think you just ride it out. I think that's it. He's got his money. He doesn't need to sue Will Smith. He doesn't need to become an enemy. He doesn't need to make a spectacle out of all this. He's going to ride it out, and that's it.
But you're saying they can't do that in the Black community. You gave this speech that that's not the way to do it.
No. The thing that the Black community won't allow is for him to openly condemn Will Smith.
What?
Yeah. I think that, like,
oh, so you're saying they're the ones saying let it go.
Sue him. He can't sue. He can't sue him. He can't. He's not pressing charges.
The Black community is saying, "Oh, let it go. Just let it be." But if you're Chris Rock, you've been humiliated. I mean, right?
I don't think he's been humiliated.
Would you feel humiliated?
Hold on. Will Smith is the one who's been humiliated.
No. But to physically get slapped in front of America and not do anything about it, I don't think, even though people are siding with you, it's out of like pity. Like, oh, we're so sorry that happened.
I disagree.
So you could take it. You could get slapped on.
All the humiliation is on, because look at the way he reacted. Egypt, he was just like,
I'm not. I agree with you.
What he said, Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me. Damn. You know, and then Will Smith makes it even worse by saying, shut your fucking mouth about my wife. All right, I will. Jesus, so, you know.
Look, Will Smith is humiliated to the world. Everybody views him that way. But if it happened to you, if I was Chris Rock, I can't wash this off. Like, I can't let it go. It's bothering me. I got bitch slapped in front of the world. The world's on my side. They're like, hey, what happened to you is wrong, but I can't let that go. Like, it still eats at me.
It wouldn't eat at me.
Huh. Why not?
Because the world's on my, it's clear. There's a clear right party and a clear wrong party.
Okay, but if you, I mean, I don't know. It's like I think I'm a decent fighter. I know what I'm doing. If some guy slapped me and someone punched me and I couldn't retaliate, it would bother me. Like just to take it, like where's my shot? Let me punch you in the fucking face in front of everybody, and then we'll call it even. That's kind of my thinking.
If he had hit back, it would have been the greatest moment in television history.
It would have been awesome.
Like,
he would have been God. Like, if he would have slapped him right back right there, he'd be. I would have bought a statue of him, like a picture to hang over my fucking TV. Like this man should be worshipped. That was incredible.
Apparently Chris Rock sold out all of his shows for the next 3 months. Like every single ticket sold that instant.
I think it's eating at him, man. Chris Rock, he says anything. He says he's the guy that gave the speech on the difference between a nigga and a nigger. He goes, and there's a big difference. He talks about anything. He didn't talk about this.
Well,
he broke.
I think that's the pressure.
He broke the characteristic. His core characteristic is just speaking his mind, and he didn't do it.
Well, here's what. You know what? Here, I think you might be right, because I'm thinking of Colby Covington, who's still just being quiet. You know, like I hate to say it, but I think when Masvidal hit him, it fucked with him. And you know what? Maybe if you get fucking sucker punched in a public setting and the world is talking about it, yeah, maybe that would affect you. Maybe it does affect you now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah.
What you go back to that Jim Carrey moment, and the host is like, "Well, hopefully we'll move past this." And he goes, "You can't. It was ubiquitous. Like it will live in the history of time forever." That's
Oscars
why I was showing.
Oscars will always be remembered for that.
And I was like, God damn, Jim Carrey, that was a perfect word. Like this is never going away. Again, Chris, imagine you're in a textbook now as the guy that got bitch slapped. And not only that, the guy took the award, apologized to everybody but you, got a standing ovation, goes to the after party and is dancing around to Let's Get Jiggy With It.
He was dancing at an after party. Are you serious?
Let's Get Jiggy With It. Yeah, like smiling with his trophy, dancing.
What?
I think this is eating Chris alive. It's eating him alive.
You know what? I didn't know that. That adds.
There is a video. Go watch it. He's dancing.
That adds a whole nother element to it, dude. He needs to pay.
Yeah,
he needs to.
So this is my prediction. I think Chris sues him in the next couple of days and says his behavior after this happened shows that his apology to me meant nothing. I was willing to let this go, but his arrogant behavior pushed me over the edge. That would be pretty. That's a pretty good comeback. I think it's pretty solid.
Holy shit, man.
I know.
Holy shit. What does it say? Okay, all right. Let's go a little deeper. What do you think it says about society, man?
Man, isn't it interesting how we follow a lot of MMA. Colby Covington getting jumped, Chael Sonnen taking a pill, beating the shit out of Dennis.
Forgot about Chael
and Dennis
beating the shit out of a wife. Yeah,
yeah.
What the fuck is going on, Chase?
You know, it is weird because there's a war in the world with the nation with the most missiles, and now the Oscars. I mean, this is civilized society at its finest, at our like shallowest. These are our richest, shallowest people. They pretend to act like proper, and they're slapping each other. It's like,
it does feel there's tension.
There's
tension everywhere.
People are going to start getting punched and slapped a lot more now because they know they can get away with it. Well, I just hit her. What's the big deal? Will Smith got away with it. It's not good. It's not a good precedent.
You know why it's going to continue? Because there's debates about this shit.
You say the majority agrees with Quiz. I see it's 60-40. 60-40 agrees. There's 35-40% of the population thinks Will Smith was in the right. He did the right thing.
No fucking way.
100%.
No fucking way.
Absolutely.
Fucking Whoopi Goldberg was condemning him. Come on.
No. They are lightheartedly condemning him.
Dude, if you're talking Kobe and Masvidal, I see the divide, right? Where people are like, oh, he crossed the line.
No. Let me make my distinction. People are saying I condemn what he did. Nobody's saying what Jim Carrey's saying. This is disgusting.
That's true.
and
That's
which
true.
is it's the fucking disgusting behavior, man. You can't.
Let
do
me tell
that.
you, this has been trained in our school system for a long time. Because let me tell you, the number one thing that they want me to teach my kids is, well, there's always two sides. You know what I mean? Like they really want me to tell my kids, like, there's always a different perspective. Everything is always relative. So what people want to say is, that was wrong what he did, but she has alopecia.
Right.
You should never
Oh, he
call.
did the wrong thing, but he didn't deserve to lose that Oscar. He
Yeah,
just
you know, and I just that I believe that part of being a man, and I say man specifically, is your ability to make a decisive decision.
Ooh.
To just to say, yeah, I'm making the call. This is right. This is wrong. To not stumble through, oh, what about this option? What about this option? What about these consequences? To make a fucking choice. That's being a man, you know? And unfortunately, I think that that's been killed. It's just people are like, oh, well, what about this perspective? And what about her feelings? And oh, alopecia. How about the millions of bald men out there? Have to deal with that shit every day. They don't get any fucking sympathy, you know? Luckily, I'm not a bald man, so it doesn't matter. But
Dean, that might be the most divine thing you've ever said. Is
Thank
look, as a gay man, I judge the character of a man as you make that really big decision in your life and you make it on your own. That's when you know you're a man. That's
yeah,
when that's it. I'm leaving home. You know what? I'm gonna go after this career, or I'm gonna marry this chick. Like that's man shit.
being a man is what Jim Carrey did when that woman said to him, well, what about? No,
Yeah.
you're totally wrong.
That-
That's fucking making a choice and sticking to it, And it just seems like people don't do that too much anymore.
Will Smith could have saved himself if he got up there and sincerely apologized to Chris Rock because my life's falling apart and I fucked up.
Instead, he said nothing.
He apologized to everyone else, accepted his reward, got his ovation, and then went dancing to his old rap music at the after party. Yeah.
I gotta look up that video.
Yeah, dude, it's not gonna end well. Chris is gonna get him.